again to take forward the conversation that we started the last time. So today we are here to talk about elements and chakras. So let's talk about elements first. We all know about elements. We have heard about elements. The पांच तत्व जिनसे हमारी बॉडी बनी है, और वो जो तत्व जब हम मर जाते हैं तो दोबारा अर्थ में चले जाते हैं. Exactly, I'm going to talk about those elements only. So what are those elements? The fire, water, air, earth and the space. So these elements actually constitutes our not only body, the whole universe that you experience, that you work around with yourself. But here I want to bring about some more understanding that these elements are not only the physical aspects of a being, these are much more than that. See, let's understand that fire is an element which constitutes your body, but then it brings about the passion also. The passion of your existence, the passion of being comes from fire. Same way, all the elements contribute in the same way. For that matter, water brings the flow, the liquidity, the flow of our being, the flow of our conversation, the flow of our being comes from the water. And the movement is contributed to us through air. And the same way, so stability after a certain age, we all aspire to have a stable job, stable life, stable everything. The stability, not only that, the being stability, the stability in the being comes from earth. And the wisdom is not knowledge that we gather, then the understanding that we get from it, and the experience that we get from it, the learning that we get from it is wisdom. That wisdom comes from space. So all these five elements contribute to us physically and in our being, in our daily existence, in everything that we experience. So this is how it is. But have you ever noticed that we need all these five elements? We need to intake or experience these five elements on a daily basis to experience, to sustain our being, to sustain our body, to sustain us. We eat food, we drink water, we breathe air. So don't you see that we have to sustain our body through these five elements? But along with that, have you ever noticed that this body is not only the physical being that I am? It's much more than that. It is a soul also, isn't it? So I need to sustain my body through intaking the five elements every day. But what about the soul? Soul also needs to sustain itself. So how does soul sustain itself? So have you heard about chakras? Yes, we've heard about chakras, and I was very surprised when in a tabloid, in a Commonwealth Games function opening ceremony, we had a tabloid where the chakras were presented in a ceremony which was internationally seen. At that time I realized that how important the chakras can be to us. Well, I knew about chakras before that, but I realized its importance to the world at that time maybe. So chakras, what are chakras? Chakras are, first I'll talk about how they look. They look funnel-like structure they have. They cannot be seen by naked eyes. You can just experience them, feel them. They are funnel-like structure, and they move clockwise in a very high speed. So imagine a funnel-like shaped thing moving in a clockwise direction in a very high speed. What will happen? Whatever is here, if this is chakra and it's moving, it will be sucked here. So chakras actually suck in the white light that we are made up of. We are made up of, the soul is made up of, let's say, a light which is called white light. We have given it a name white light because it looks like that. So that is sucked through chakras, and chakras have a very delicate balance. So whenever we go through a emotional, physical stress, the chakras get de-aligned. Okay? That's another thing. We'll talk about how to align the chakras in another episode maybe. But right now, what are the chakras and how are they placed? So we have multiple chakras in our body. Every single place we have a chakra, but we cannot talk and we cannot work on all the chakras. We have main 7 chakras. So all the 7 chakras are placed in a alignment, starting from the crown chakra. The crown chakra is where you remember when a child is born, the skull, there's a small that is where the crown chakra is placed. Then third eye chakra is placed where the तीसरी आँख शिव जी की जहाँ पर होती है वहाँ पर. Then throat chakra is placed here, and then heart chakra. Heart is placed a bit left side, but the chakra is in alignment with the spinal cord. And then 2 fingers above the navel is solar plexus chakra, and 2 fingers below the navel is sacral chakra, and then root chakra. Root chakra is chakra like the crown chakra is your connection to the higher energy, to the white light. The root chakra is your connection with the earth. The root chakra is one facing towards the earth. The crown chakra is facing towards the sky, and all the other 5 chakras are this and front and back, and they are moving in clockwise direction, very high speed, and taking in the energy on a constant level. Now there's one contradiction which I came across very recently, was that somebody told me that earlier what we do is we do meditation while sitting in a position like I'm sitting right now. I will see the white light passing through all my chakras and going to the earth. But in earlier in yogasana, we used to do meditation by sitting in a lotus posture. Now what is lotus posture? Lotus posture वो होता है जिसमें हम पद्मासन में आसन लगाते हैं और अपने दोनों हाथों को इस तरह रखते हैं, और अपने नीचे से वहाँ पर हम हायर एनर्जी से कनेक्ट नहीं कर पाते, लेकिन हमें मेडिटेट करना है तो हमें अपनी एनर्जी को इतना रेज करना है कि हम अपनी बीइंग को हायर एनर्जी से कनेक्ट करा सकें. उसके लिए हम इस पोजीशन में बैठते हैं जिसमें हमारी सारी एनर्जी रोटेट होती है, राइज होती है, फिर रोटेट होती है, राइज होती है और फिर रोटेट होती है. इसीलिए अगर आप वेदों में देखोगे या योग में देखोगे तो उसमें नीचे से चक्रास को डिफाइन किया जाता है. सबसे पहले वो मूलाधार चक्र के बारे में बात करेंगे, फिर स्वादिष्ठान में चक्र के बारे में बात करेंगे, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. बट they are also not wrong. At that time energy levels of earth planet was not that high, so ठीक है, उस समय वो काम करता था. इस समय ये हमारी एनर्जीज के साथ रेजोनेट करता है, so हम अब इस तरह बात करते हैं. Nothing is wrong and nothing is right. This is a way of understanding things. That was another also way of understanding things. So here I've talked about elements, and I've talked about chakras and why we need chakras and why we need elements. I've talked about that, but this is just a part of a glimpse of what all this is all about. So we'll talk about further on in another episode and further episodes. But if you have questions, anything you need to ask about these two aspects, then please let me know through my mail ID, which you'll see in the index, or by commenting under the video. So that's it for now. I'll be coming back for more videos with more videos.